This episode of The General's Gentleman is sponsored by Sorcerer King Rivals, a new 4X grand strategy game where heroes of might and magic and Age of Wonders meet civilizations. Build your cities, gather your armies, and grow your magic to stop the evil Sorcerer King.
Welcome to The General's Gentleman.
Hello and welcome to Command and Conquer 0 Hour.
We hope you're well. Today's warriors will be Genmaster as our GLA Toxin.
And Dominator as the China Vanilla, going for the Mad Dog forward supply. Now that's interesting because it's not really a forward supply. It's like a forward middle supply, a middle forward supply. It's not really on the edge of the cliff. Makes me wonder, is he gonna sell that? Yeah, okay, he sells it.
He sells it, yeah, okay.
Dude,
nice.
I can see into the future.
You really can, Machine. You're a true legend of the casting game. Unfortunately, the truck skips right on by one of the tunnel networks. I'm not sure what it's going for here. It's going really deep. Must be looking for crushes directly onto the supply, but it's going to get there a little bit too late to prevent the supply center from actually going down.
Yeah, but it'll get the tunnel, and that's pretty important. Will make harassing that one much easier. Oh, did I hear too? But he may lose this one. Nope. Dominator is able to evacuate in time, and the truck comes in, and, oh, what? Come on, Dommy. You're better than this.
Get juked.
Can you imagine playing the truck worker minigame with, like, a second ping?
Yeah.
It's not fun. Okay, it's... Whoa! That's... I'm surprised he went for it.
Yeah.
Because that worker was there. I thought he was going to just ignore it and get that worker instead.
Maybe, and it looks like Genmaster just deciding he's lost enough time already and just going straight for the crush, knowing he's probably going to lose the worker to the explosion or the truck anyway, so... The tunnel network ends up finishing off, so that supply is going to be safe and the working production can start back up again.
Great play though, definitely denying a fair bit of mining time. Actually putting a Gatling cannon on the right side, having a fast bunker helix. I can deny both of these tunnels.
It's going to as well, yeah, one gets finished off. Other one should be cancelled here, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was cancelled. Worker also getting taken out. Even the Rebel Cap going to be denied. Wow. This is exactly how the early Helix play against GLA should be done. I don't think we've seen it. We've seen the Helix play fail miserably.
We haven't
yes. seen it actually pulled off, so it's really cool to see this.
We always see it just fail. That's right. Perhaps part of it being because of that supply delay definitely set back Genmaster. He hasn't got any air units just yet though. And actually that oil cap was completed. Getting that barracks is actually going to be really annoying for Genmaster because he won't be able to get this oil cap now.
We always speculated this is how the Helix play was going to go, but we never got to see it in action. This is actually rather cool.
Because I think what normally happens is it gets scouted. Whereas Genmaster didn't go for any technical aggression. And because of that, he didn't see the Helix until it was already there. Where normally if you scout it, you just get a bunch of quads, maybe get some stinger sights, and then the Helix really can't do that much.
It was a fake arms dealer as well, which means no quad production, so you couldn't actually pop from any of the tunnel networks either because there was nothing to pop from them. I believe it was smart from Dominator not going for the arms dealer. There were too many RPGs in the area. There's always the chance of the quad then popping out. And he also can't see the transition from fake arms dealer to real arms dealer. You have to remember, like, we can see that. We can see the yellow border to regular border. Dominator can't see that transition, so for all he knows, it's a real arms dealer.
Dude, Genmaster just juked the hell out of that dragon tank. He eventually lost it in the end, but that was some really good plays. You basically, you go in the house, you evac behind it as soon as it goes to auto attack you, so then it firewalls, so then you go back in the house. It can be quite fun to watch.
Pretty baller. Plus, especially when you don't know which door you're gonna pop out of. Oh, the Gatling cannon's already here! The plays! Seems as though Dominator can see into the future, Machine.
Yeah, he's on his absolute game today. Has a prop center as well. He's actually trying to vanilla, so apart from a Lotus and some ECMs, I don't think he's gonna really make use of that. Yeah, he's still going Helixes, so just Lotus is really all he wants right now.
But it's up and running, gonna go for the oil cap. Do we see an overinvestment in the mill supplies? I mean, maybe. Probably find out. Decent army build up here for Genmaster. He does have some tunnel control now, just on the sides of the map.
Oh wow, yeah, double middle supply. prop, center, and an airfield. So Dominator is definitely spreading himself thin here. He could be vulnerable to a massive attack with a bunch of quads and some RPG stacked up.
Squad RPG army is dangerous. There's a war factory, nothing being produced out of it. We do get the sell-off here from Dominator. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's actually going to be the double sell, so it does turn out to be an over-investment machine.
Yeah, that definitely. Actually putting his another war factory now. Is he going to go... Even Inferno cannons might be an option here. I know Dominator does like the Inferno cannons. Just Gatlings for now.
Quad's pushing forward, taking full advantage of the Helix as being quite low. Cells have been on point, but the barracks one isn't going to go down. This is a very well-timed push by Genmaster, knowing that the composition just isn't there to deal with the quad RPG army.
Okay, I like how there's a dragon tank. I think that's better than a third Gat. Especially because the dragon tank has a very high rocket resistance. So you use that as a damage soak, and it's quite nice.
See, Dominator's Lotus has stuck up the right side of the map as well. Could be looking potentially for an oil cap. It is indeed. Firewall comes up and gets most of the RPGs here, so they're all going to be cleaned up.
That's really important, because it means the Gatling tanks can trade much better. Yep. Gatlings generally win the fights versus quads if they have even numbers or similar numbers.
Currently 2 oils in the hands of Dominator. Genmaster with none. So Tunnel's close enough to potentially look for rebel caps that up until this point the Helixes have been denying.
Dragon tanks are just so good versus quads.
Could see the Helixes swoop in here.
They're a little bit wounded. Oh, he actually healed up, so yeah, definitely would be good if he goes for it. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean, potentially could have come in a little bit earlier, but overall a nice trade for Dominator. Those dragon tanks will absorb a lot of quad shells before they go down. Okay,
Genmaster has to know there's a Lotus around here somewhere, because that oil was capped. Oh man. Bit of a misplay there from Genmaster. He should have had a radar van nearby.
Dominator, almost perfect timing on the cap as well. Waited until the quad was nowhere near a harassable position against the Lotus and then moved. So wait until the quad was produced. If the quad was produced as the Lotus starts capping, there actually would have been time for the quad to back around the side of the arm. Still, wrecked.
Okay, how long does it take to cloak though? Oh!
She's safe.
Gets the recloak. Damn it.
But eventually, Lotus has to start kiting now. Otherwise, she's gonna go down because she can't take down. Or because she'll be revealed as soon as she tries to re-disable the radar van.
I'm sure Super Lotus could have shut down that radar van despite getting attacked by 5 quads in time. Okay, that's one of the helixes, but that's a prop helix, so that's not too bad. And we have a very pretty black napalm volley. Triple firewall. It's not really a firewall, it's a fire pillar.
Yeah. It's a Great Wall of China?
Yeah.
Wow, there are so many dragon tanks. This is insane. Dominator seriously bigoted against the garrisons in the middle of Tournament Desert, it would seem. I mean, what do you run into this? Genmaster isn't popping, he isn't responding at all to this pressure from the dragon tanks. He doesn't want to.
Okay, I get it. You've made your point.
You can start pushing forward with these now. That's what he should be doing. With 3 dragon tanks, you can rotate, you can roll the firewall forward.
Takes the oil out with both of his general's powers.
Leapfrog. You can leapfrog the dragon tanks. That's the word I was looking for. That's not how you leapfrog. See the dragon tanks getting caught out here.
Inferno cannons. Oh no! Whoops.
That's a bit of a misplay.
Inferno cannons not flame immune, unlike the dragon tanks.
It's non-stop production here from Dominator.
You may lose this one if he's not careful. Okay, now there we go. But a big push on the left side. There is one dragon tank here. Dragon tank versus the world.
The world is successful here. Dragon tank's merely buying time. Not exactly the best defensive units, Dragon Tank and an Inferno Cannon.
Okay, there was actually a tech error on that Gatling Cannon. But the Helixes are out of position and these quads have been able to get through into the base. Inferno Cannons for defense won't hold them back. Building them from the War Factory in the combat won't work either.
If there was a point for a vanilla Battle Master, the time is now. Callum, the time is now. Helix is going the aggressive. They certainly can't run back into the base and deal with these quads.
Yeah. I mean, I like Overlords, but I know no one else does as Vanilla China. Scorpion tanks.
It's got to be better than this constant dragon tank production. The problem with defensive dragon tanks, you tend to burn all your buildings down.
Yeah. So the supply went down. It's going to be one factory as well. So pretty good attack. Dominator actually out of supplies in this corner as well.
The oil derricks have both been taken out. Dominator has no late game income.
Well, he has no income at all. He's going to have to long distance mine with these 2 trucks. Or maybe sell off a couple of buildings, but there isn't actually much to sell.
So what do we have from Genmaster? Surely, where are we looking at supplies in the middle? There certainly are still some, from the looks of things. He's sitting pretty. Double arm still is there, still mining off double supply in the palace.
Oh,
I'm not sure where his cash is going. He might have a bit saved up unless he's been going for upgrades.
That supply went down and it wasn't sold either. Dominator really needed to sell that off. Hey, whoa, I just thought of a next level strat. You put the truck in your Helix and use it to long distance mine the Helix.
Oh, genius!
You can probably only fit one though. I believe it would be 3 garrison slots. But if you could get 2, that would be pretty awesome. In a Chinook, you could do that.
Man, that's the next level.
That's kind of pointless because you can just mine with the Chinook to begin with.
Honestly, Dominator do it once, yeah.
Yeah, your Chinook. You pick up supplies. You put 2 trucks in, and you just do that. That being said, I think I remember reading somewhere that you can't. That if you pick up things, you lose your supplies.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah. I've never tried it out. I don't remember trying it out with the supply truck or something, so. That's a back supply. Are there still supplies on that?
Yeah, that's an EMP. Oh no, the carpet bomb rather. There's actually 3 quads there, but it's a Vet 2 Helix, and it will be enough to keep it alive and make the difference. So important.
What do we have flying over Genmaster's base as well? That's oh no, just the wrecked aircraft of the.
Oh wow, he goes in.
Carpet bomb. He does indeed. Tunnel network's going to be going down here. There's not another tunnel network in the area, so the Helix might be able to do a bit more of a cleanup before it has to run its way back to an. Man, how quickly is that thing healing?
This is an amazing push, and that was such a risky one. He pushed out when his Helix had about 10% health, and because of that, he actually is still in the game, because otherwise it would have been a full economy there from Genmaster. Oh man.
The quad gets thrown away. Genmaster is throwing away any chance he has of a critical mass of quads that's going to be necessary to take out this Helix.
The workers are marching one by one. Hurrah.
Hurrah.
We're going backwards now. Long distance mining, I think, but
yeah, it would seem that way.
With the Helix, though, that may not work too well.
Helix can clean it up. Genmaster really doesn't have a presence on this map.
He's actually putting a supply here.
Yeah, that's really where the majority of the middle supplies are, but the Helix is still getting work done. 4 quads, that's going to be enough.
Look how much sight range it has as well. It just sees so much of the map. It's gonna get scattered pretty easily.
So artillery strike coming in. Is it onto a wall? Is it onto an arms dealer or onto a tunnel network? Wants to deny the mobility.
Well, and he has, and now he can't pop. Well, there's no tunnel anyway here. Okay, never mind. If there was a tunnel here, that would have been a really good play.
Genmaster having his quads cut around the map. I thought the game was over for Dominator, but potentially not.
It's actually really rare that you see vetted helixes because it's the helix itself that vets up when the main gun, the little machine gun does damage. Where normally it's the occupants inside of it that gets vet up pretty quickly. The tank hunters. The quad hunters in this case.
This is very sneaky from Dominator as well. Genmaster with no presence on the left-hand side of TD is giving away those middle supplies.
Ooh.
It won't take many more units until Dominator can deal with those quads.
Okay, long distance mining, but we've seen how short-lived these middle supplies are from Dominator. He's gone through so many of them. Looking for some harassment. He's actually going to be comboing this 2 dragon tanks at a time.
Suddenly splits the quads up. The worker, carpet bomb coming in.
May get shot down. Yep.
Does.
Ooh.
One quad falls. Still enough in the base of Genmaster to defend against this dragon tank.
Okay, he may go back in with his Helix to time this with the dragon tank. That could be very deadly. It's a shame that he already got the Helix down to about half health.
Yeah, that's the thing, it's so hard for Genmaster to actually engage this dragon tank while it's firewalling, but now it's stopped.
Is that an EMP? No. It's a
Mine
mine
drop.
drop. Man, I just want to see an EMP. I'm surprised we haven't seen it. So... Still mining in the corner supply. And there it is. Finally the middle supply here from Dominator. And it's actually working too.
Yeah,
it hasn't died yet.
Off.
Do you want to get the timer out and see how long it lasts?
Nah. Might be a while. Genmaster has no idea. No scouting on that side of the map. Hasn't pulled his quads. Has to really, really important that he has quads on both the supply and his base. Otherwise, it's going to be so easy for him to just flat out lose the game.
Good jukes again from Genmaster.
Well, workers are going to be taking out, however. So this is the time we see Genmaster push. Love seeing the full use of the Helix's health pool. Genmaster saw this drop. He should know about those mines. Oh, he does. I mean, unless he's just going for the Helix.
Yeah, there may have been a lucky break there.
Yeah. I mean, he did see the mine drop, so maybe he's just playing with our heartstrings, and he does have a beacon in the area, or at least a mined beacon. Knowledge of that mine drop, I'm not sure.
Well, I think we can see beacons, though, if they're placed.
Yeah. Mine beacon.
Yeah. Oh, I think he said mine beacon. Like a beacon
Well, that would
for
make
the mines.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Either way, we have the prop center being rebuilt. Wants to get a Lotus. There's actually no Jarman.
No.
But I guess he's versing Helixes, but you know, it doesn't have any detection, so it might still be a good idea just to snipe these dragon tanks.
The dragon tanks are still an issue. That was almost perfectly timed by Genmaster.
But actually, he has to go into the firewall. Look at that. All his quads are getting burnt. There's one more dragon tank. The quad army is going to have to back away from this one, and there's no tunnel there either. The Helix is going to be swooping in to pick off these wounded quads. And it's vet 3.
Wow, this is artwork in motion. The rebuild is going to be denied, so the supply gets taken down. No income for Genmaster. Still a lot of dragon tanks on the field, and now Genmaster has no way of denying Dominator's middle supplies.
Okay, that's an EMP. There's 2 quads out of the blast radius, so what does he do with the EMP?
Sure.
He's just GG's.
GG's, yeah. I mean, that stopped production as well as some economy. Can't believe Dominator turned that around, honestly, off the back of one
That
Helix.
clutch Helix is so close to dying multiple times. But I think it was just absolute balls from Dominator. His Helix was brought down to almost no health in that bottom left corner, and he pushed out. He was like, well, I'm going to lose. You know, I got no choice here. If you're playing from the back foot, you have to make those those risks, those gambles. And in this case, definitely paid off. Good micro here from Dominator. Great early game, but he definitely overinvested, and I think we've seen this actually multiple times from Dominator. Certainly more than once is where he goes quick tech, he goes like double supplies, he goes oil caps, or in this case it was just the Helixes, and then he just loses to a big counterattack, or at least gets punished heavily.
I mean, it was so weird because he was up against Quad RPG and the dude had 10 dragon tanks. He literally had 10 dragon tanks. There were 4 on one side, 3 on the other side, and a couple in his base. On the field at once, he had like 10 dragon tanks. It was insane. And even when the quads pushed into his base, he's like, I'll take 2 more dragon tanks, please.
Yeah.
That seems like the ideal counter. Yeah, so it was a pretty baller unit composition, but yeah, glad to see him pull that one out. Good play from Genmaster, though.
Yeah.
The main mistake was not having the critical mass of quads. He kept throwing them away. When Dominator came back, he threw away 2 quads, and he threw away 3 quads, and he threw away a quad, and there's 6 quads down the drain where he could have just had them in a tunnel network, popped them out, and put some real pressure on the Helix.
Yeah, I think perhaps Genmaster, he underestimated the Helix because it was Vet 2, where generally the players will have a very good idea of exactly how many units it takes to do a certain thing. But then when you have veterancy, it obviously skews that, so you can make the wrong decisions. So yeah, that'll wrap us up for now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this cast. We will see you next time for more RTS shoutcasting action.
Swag. Go. Swaggity, swaggity, switty, switty.